can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, any up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me.
Hello traders, this is Rich with Breathingwiththemarkets.com. How you doing today?
Oh shit.
Today is December 18th, 2025. Yes, you see it. Day in the life of a trader. Yes, I get it. I just had to do it, man. I just fucking had to do it. You know, I went out today and I wanted to get myself something. And you know, it's during the holidays. And I thought I'd go shopping today. I didn't trade this morning, so I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna trade today. I'm gonna go out and treat myself. You know, it's the end of the year, and I figured, why not? So I was driving around and ended up at a dealership. I get it. I know I talked a lot about this, right? But, you know, day in the life of a trader, and thought you might be interested in what I was doing today, because I really don't talk about that. So check this out. Pretty nice ride, huh? I don't know how many of you guys like Corvettes or not, but I dig the color. I like the burgundy or the candy apple red. I mean, it looks really nice. And figured, why not? You know, just cut a check. Just pay cash for it, or a card, however you want to do it, right? Or even a lease. I don't know. Leases work too, but so let's get into it. So trading, you know, I'm glad I have your attention, because everything that I just said was full of shit. Okay? Everything I just said was full of shit. I did treat myself today, actually. But you know what? I bought a fucking sandwich. That was my treat. I bought me a fucking sandwich from a deli. I bought a barbecue pork sandwich. Yeah, it was pretty good. Barbecue pork sandwich. It's actually from a Vietnamese place. Like Lee's. A Vietnamese place had some barbecue pork sandwich. Man, they're good. So what do I want to talk about? It's a bait and switch, right? You have all of those fake ass gurus out there showing their cars and houses and stuff like that and their watches, and you're running to them. Those same gurus owe you an apology, because they can't fucking trade. 99% of those people cannot trade. And if you've invested in their courses and you found them to be fucking basic, you know, they probably owe you a fucking refund, because that's what they are. They're fucking basic. They are basic. I bought those courses. They're fucking very basic. And it's all the same. They just switch the words around, right? So instead of a supply and demand, it's support and resistance. Instead of supply and demand, support and resistance, it's order blocks, high and low, right? And then somebody else comes up with something else. So all they do is keep changing the words. But the market's never changed. And they can't even understand how the market moves. They can't, right? Check out this trader from this morning. He's from breathingwiththemarkets.com. Youngster, fresh out of high school. Man, I wish I had that education when I was out of high school. He has his whole life to live. Look at this, 39 trades, 100% hit rate.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
How much, I don't teach you need to be profitable each and every day. I teach highest probability trades, volume and hit rate. Because volume and hit rate is going to get you there. He was rewarded today for his good behavior. I looked at his trades, he sent them to me. He sent his results. Good. Absolutely. Good trading. Good job, Blaze. So let's get into the bait and switch. I knew I'd get your attention showing a Corvette in the photo, right? Because that's what you want. You want to follow people with materialistic items. That's what you're attracted to, right? You're attracted to eye candy, aren't you? Right? You're attracted to those nice things. You know, not one trader that I have at breathingwiththemarkets.com that I know of has any materialistic vibes inside of them. They just want to provide for their families. They want to make themselves a supplemental income. They want to learn a skill, and they want to learn objective trade in the market. You can't beat that. The man above and the Lord above can see down upon them, watching over them, assisting them, allowing them to grow into a very, very powerful person by way of skill, reaping the rewards of practice. They practice each and every day, or as often as they're able to. When you practice a skill, you basically start where you left off. You don't have to memorize things because it's learned behavior. Learned behavior doesn't leave your soul. Learned behavior doesn't leave your eyes, your brain. It's learned behavior. It will not leave you. So wherever you left off, you will pick up. That is the beauty of objective trading. But you want to go around and follow these fucking gurus about how they can trade. Just press a button. Just flip a coin. Look at this coin. Here's heads, and here's tails. So do you have a 50% chance flipping the coin? In theory, yes, because there's head and tails. But maybe one side weighs more than the other. Have you ever figured that out? Maybe it's not equal all the way, correct? So not even a coin, just because there's a heads and tails, not even a coin can be as accurate as you think, right? But one thing that we know is 100% accurate is objective trading. Why is that? Because something has to populate in order to tell you what is going on in the market. If it doesn't populate, it's not there. That is true objective trading. But you want to follow around gurus that tell you that they have a $25,000 stop loss, but have never ever allowed their stop loss to get hit. You know why? Because they're scared shitless. They don't want to report back to you that they lost their ass on a trade and you lost their ass following them. And as you continue to pay monthly fees following them, you are actually paying for their stop loss. Use your head. I'm giving this shit up for you. Okay? I know this. Why? Because I've seen all these traders on YouTube. Not all, because I would have to actually know their names, right? But popular YouTube channels and stuff like that, you can see these gurus, right? Flashing their watches, getting the fucking Corvette like I did today, right? Disclaimer, I wasn't buying that fucking piece of shit. Hell no. For what? I got a to and from. And I have a skill that's worth more than what I can drive. So if you have a skill that's worth more than you can drive, I don't give a shit how much they pay for their cars. My skill is worth more than that. That's a fact. That's when you know where you stand, right? Because I don't have to go out and buy cars and watches and houses and things of that nature. All I need to do is get in the market, do my thing.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Enhance my skill each and every day. Blaze traded those accounts individually. Great job. Great job. He listened. He listened. And not only did he listen, he applied. He practiced, he applied, and now he's reaping the rewards. Blaze has got numerous payouts, right? Now you say, oh, well, you know, other people have gotten payouts by streams and stuff like this. You still don't fucking get it, okay? I'm not teaching the fucking YouTube freak bullshit, and I'm not showing you fancy watches and cars. I'm showing you shit that no one fucking knows about in the market. And I'm telling you to practice and identify, right? And when you practice and identify, you can go out and get a sandwich just like I did today. How about that? And as you fucking laugh in the background, ain't nobody fucking laughing over here. We're serious traders, okay? We don't need to go out and buy expensive items. We need to concentrate on the market. We don't need to go out and gamble because we don't win and lose on a hunch, intuition. It's just gonna happen. Liquidity high and low that you can't fucking see. Institutions that you have no idea what they're doing. You just want to throw out words because you are targeting those fakes, because those fakes are targeting beginners, right? Those who want to learn how to trade. That's where they get a lot of their money from, right? And unfortunately, it was you, it was I, it was all everybody, right? As a whole. I didn't have someone teaching me how to trade in 1999. I was looking at that market. I can understand the market. I can understand patterns. I can understand things that are out of place like really, really quickly. And I put all this stuff together and I was a gap trader. I traded fast markets from day one. Back in 1999, that was the hottest, fastest, biggest market around by far. No one can argue about that. No one can argue about that. That shit would go 80 points on a stock in a day and it would go 85 points down the next day or 80 points up in the first 10 minutes and dump the next 10 minutes. It was a fast market and only the strong survived. It wasn't something that, oh, I'll just take it long, just take it long, just take it long. No, that was not it back then. Back in the 99s, as fast as it went up, as fast as it went down. And it was jerking you around left and right if you didn't know what you were doing in the market. Like I said, I traded the markets. That was the fastest, most furious market around. That thing was on steroids times 10. But what I'm getting at today is I put up a photo, day in the life of a trader, and you fucking clicked on it. Now you may have clicked on it because I'm posting a video. Great, and I'm glad you're here. But I truly care about you. I truly care about who's watching these videos. I am making these videos for you, okay? I'm not making these videos for myself. This is free. This video is free. It's costing me time. My time is just as valuable as your time. But you know what? I have a skill that's not going to leave. So I'm trying to get back to the community. So I'd appreciate it if you like, share, comment, but share the video. Let's build a community because I've done a lot of things in my life. I have basically set the foundations and built foundations for people for a very, very long time. And they're doing, all of them are doing very, very well. So that is my track record. My track record is not going out flaunting, okay, bragging, showing materialistic items. If you can buy whatever the fuck you want, why do you want to go out and do that and then flaunt it in front of people? You know what I mean? Why don't they get back to the community? Why don't they pay back all of those traders that listened to their bullshit videos, took their basic courses, and it didn't help them trade? Because that shit, you could have bought a book at the library and learned more than what they were pushing out. You just assumed that they were making it on trading. That's not true, traders. I'm here to tell you that's not true. And there are many good traders and excellent traders out there that will tell you the same thing. It is not true. What they're showing you is not because of trading. It's because of their business plan. They had a business plan. Now, if they want to say, hey, I had a great business plan, because I know a trader that has come out and talked about it before. He said he used to have a signals group too. And after he made 100 grand in a signals group, he shut that thing down. Right? And he admitted that, you know, it was just temporary. But he raised money in hopes that someone would follow his signals. But he shut that shit down and moved on. But he raised money for himself. And basically pretended that his signals worked. Allegedly, I'm not saying they did or didn't. I don't know what he did. But from what he says, this was temporary shit. I was just building my case, building my money, and then I was moving on. That's called a business plan. Okay? A business plan is different from a trading plan. Right? A business plan is not a trading plan. A business plan is not parallel to a trading plan. They're separate. Right? If you want to learn how to trade and have a trading plan, come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com. I will show you trading that you've never seen before. I will show you how to build a skill. You can practice. You can drive to that dealership without MapQuest, right? And you can drive back home. And you can walk around that dealership floor like I did this morning, right? And you can pretend that you bought a car. But you know what? If you have a skill, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Okay? Remember that. Don't go out and buy yourself a car. Go out and buy yourself a sandwich like I did. Yeah, I was standing in line, like everyone else, buying a barbecue pork sandwich from a Vietnamese place. Tasted a lot better than that fucking car did. Right? Walked out of there. Nice flavor, nice time, good vibes. I wish you well. Watch out for them fucking fake ass gurus. Peace, traders.